Hello people, this is Tuba Mirza and welcome to Recoding. Today we are going to learn how to install Postgres on Mac OS, so without further ado, let's get started. Postgres SQL, also known as Postgres, is a free and open source relational database management system, somewhat similar like SQL. To install Postgres, we need to visit its official website. You can find the link in the description box. We have to install two Postgres applications. One is known as Postgres app while the other is pgadmin. First, we are going to install Postgres app. So inside the website, click on download tab. Then in the latest series section, click on download button. We can also download pgadmin simultaneously. Inside it, we need to click download your copy. Then select your OS distribution. As we are using Mac OS, we can click on Mac logo. Then here we can download the latest released version. Now we can simply click on .dmg version of file and it will start downloading. Now as a Postgres app has been downloaded, we need to open it. After it will open, we will simply need to drag and drop it inside the application folder. And it will start copying inside our application folder. As our app has been copied, we now need to open the application from application directory. For the first time, it will require permission to open our application. We need to allow it. Now, our Postgres app has been opened. We can see different databases inside it. While if we run a Postgres from the terminal, we needed to add in a terminal profile by using a sudo command. So open up your terminal and just copy and paste this command. As we are using sudo command, we need to add our login password. Now we need to close our terminal to use Postgres. After opening, we just need to type psql command inside the terminal and a Postgres will connect to our terminal. Inside our terminal, we can list out all the database by simply typing \list, and here you can see all of our databases. We can also create a database using create database command and add the name of the database. We also need to remember that we don't have to forget semicolon after every instruction. We can list all the database using list command. And here our database has been created. We can also switch the database as \connect and pass our database name as here we are passing user. And here you can see that we have switched the database. Now let's again switch database to Postgres. So this is how Postgres app works. Let's now install pgadmin as it will provide a better user interface. As our download of pgadmin has been finished, let's now open the file. We need to agree to open the file. As our file opens, we simply need to drag and drop our pgadmin to the application folder, while it will take some time to copy. After that, let's open our pgadmin from Spotlight Search. As soon as pgadmin starts, it will prompt you to set a master password to keep your data safe. After this, our pgadmin will open. Now let's create a login user, so if we are using any application, we can perform operation using this authenticated user. Inside our login group roles tab, we need to press right click or two-finger tab if you are using trackpad. Then choose create and login user group role. Then a dialog box will open. We can type our login name. We are passing test user here. Then inside the definition tab, type your desired password. Then in the privilege section, turn on all the options. And this is how we can create user. Now let's create a database. Inside databases section, right click on the icon. Inside this, we need to name our database. And let's just save our database. After creating a database, we need to open it. Then inside the schema section, inside tables, we need right click on that, then create a table. Inside a table, we need to type table name. Then inside column section, we need to create some columns to accept data. First, click on the plus icon. Inside our name section, we need to type our column name as ID. Then inside data type, we need to set it as serial, so it will auto increment as we push database inside it. Then select it as primary key so we can make relation using ID to other tables. Then click on the plus icon and name it as name, which is of type text, and it should be not null. Then create another row with phone, as it will be data type of numeric. And let's just save our table. To view our table data, we need to right click on the text table. Then go to the view edit data and click on all rows. And here you can see that all our columns has appeared. We can now try to add data manually. So this is how we can install Postgres application on Mac. Stay tuned for more upcoming Postgres videos. Until then, do like our videos and check out our playlist for more amazing tutorial. For now, I'm signing off. We'll definitely see you in the next video.